So here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Yeezy 700 V2 in the cream colorway. Can you tell any difference between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a comparison video for you between the Yeezy 700 V2 in the cream colorway. We have a real and a fake pair here. The fake pair is on my left here and the retail pair is on my right. But before we get into that, I'd like to give a big shout out to Legitmark, who are the sponsors of today's video. Legitmark is the standard for sneaker authentication and is the safest and most reliable place to get your sneakers authenticated. So if you're purchasing a pair like this, which I think is going for around £350 now, you're going to want to get them checked. So check out Legitmark, there'll be a link in the description. So I actually got really lucky with the retail pair. I've actually already done an unboxing video on them, but I managed to pick up two pairs of the Adidas Confirmed app. This is my personal pair, which is a size 9.5, and then I got a fake pair in the same 9.5 sizing as well. So we're just going to be doing a proper comparison between the retail and fake, and just showing you what to look for if you're trying to purchase a retail pair. So the first thing to note is the boxes. Look at the size difference. The retail one is much bigger than the fake one, and also the cardboard colouring on the fake one is a lot darker than the retail. But just in terms of sizing, it's probably about 2 centimeters shorter in length and about 1 centimeter in width. So there is a difference there. In terms of the label, I'll give you a close-up of this. You can see there is a difference in the actual label print, but that is because the retail pair was purchased in the UK and the fake one is always based on the US label. So there is a difference there. Obviously they've got the color code spot on, but in terms of text and stuff like that, the text on the retail one is slightly thicker than it is on the fake one. However, these may differentiate between a US label and a UK label, so do take that into consideration. But you've probably seen a Yeezy 700 box a million times by now. They've released quite a few, and also they're very similar to the 350 box, apart from they say 700 on them. So we'll open it up, take a look at the shoes themselves. So I do them at the same time? Oh, let's do it at the same time. So we'll open the retail one, and then we'll open the fake one. Obviously the retail one did come with a paper wrapped around it. I've just unboxed them already. But the fake one, however, I've never even touched this, and the paper is kind of on the side, doesn't cover the shoe at all. So here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Yeezy 700 V2 in the cream colorway. Can you tell any difference between these two? So we'll take out both of the shoes and we'll get into the comparison. It must also be noted that the fake box was a little bit damaged, a little bit creased on the edges, but overall in very good condition. So that is something to note. So here are the two pairs, and at first glance, they've done a pretty good job of these. And from feeling them, in terms of weight, they are exactly the same. There is no difference in weight whatsoever. People say that the fakes are a lot heavier. I can confirm that is not true. They are exactly the same weight. So taking a look at the right shoe, and just like on the boxes, the labels differentiate between America and the UK. However, on the retail one, you can see it comes with kind of a string-like material attaching the labels to the shoe. And on the fake one, they've gone with a plastic cable. I know on recent Yeezys, they've switched to this more string-like material. I don't know if they're trying to cut down their plastic consumption in a way, but that is something to note if you're purchasing a retail pair. Another thing about the Yeezy 700 V2 is that it doesn't actually come with any shoe tree or shoe paper or anything like that on the inside. They just don't have it. So if you don't have it on a retail pair, that's fine. It doesn't actually come with any. So the first comparison I'll do is on the toe box area, and I'll give you a close-up of this now. So as you can see, as I zoom in here, you can see on the retail one, that V-shaped suede going around the toe is very different from fake to real. And if we look at the retail one, you can see it's a much more thinner toe area on the retail V-shaped, comparing this to the fake one, which has a much larger suede area. Also, if we come up from that and look at that almost prime knit material in the grey, you can see differences here as well. It's almost as if the knitting pattern is more visible on the fake pair comparing this to the retail pair. That is clear to see from above. I do, however, have to say the suede material and even the leather material all over the shoe is pretty much identical. The fakes have done a really good job of replicating all of the materials, and the overall quality and feel of them is very similar. If I spin the shoe around to the back and give you a close-up of the details here, we can see differences once again. Take a look at this M-shaped leather material going across the heel. You can see that is a different shape, and in the middle of it, it dips down more like a V compared to the fake one, which is more of a U-shaped. This 3M material that is in the middle of the M, you can see has a much larger surface area on the fake compared to the retail one as well. If I spin the shoe around to the inside and we take a look at this cream leather part on the inner side here, you can see differences between retail and fake. So if I give you a close-up of this, you can see that the stitching on the retail one is lower down and there's more of a material gap at the top part of this leather material, whereas on the fake one, the stitching is closer to the edge on this cream-like leather material. There are differences to spot all over the shoe. Coming to the top end of that leather material on the inner side once again, and where it meets that cream-like suede going up towards the laces, you can see differences here between retail and fake again. There was a much more visible surface area of this tanned nubuck suede area, and in my opinion, it completely changes the look of the shoe on the inside and gives a very visible difference between the retail and the fake pair. When looking at the overall color of the shoe, they are very similar indeed. However, this nubuck suede-like material going around the laces and down towards the toe, which is actually where the cream kind of color comes from, is different from retail to fake. On the fake one, it's slightly too dark. However, this is really hard to see in certain lightings and it is incredibly close indeed. Spinning the shoe to the inside once again, and we take a look at the Adidas branding, which is the 3 stripes going along the side in that 3M material. And if we take a look at the bottom stripe, which just appears above that tanned leather, which I'll give you a close-up of, you can see that compared to the fake, a larger amount of this 3M stripe is more visible on the retail pair, comparing this to the fake. If you turn the shoe upside down and I give you a close-up of the Adidas logo on the heel, we can see differences here once again. So if you look at the Adidas logo, you can see the indented line going around the 3 stripes is much thicker on the retail pair compared to the fake one, and also the Adidas branding on the bottom of the heel is much more cleanly printed on the retail pair, comparing this to the fake again. So as you can see from this video, they are pretty close from far away. However, if you bring them up close, there are still details to notice that one is fake and one is retail. So please pay close attention if you are trying to purchase a retail pair, and I hope this comparison has helped you. Please subscribe, like the channel, do all that. It really does help the channel grow, helps me do comparisons just like this for you guys to help you if you're trying to purchase a retail pair. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. By the way, this is probably my favorite release of the year. I absolutely love this shoe. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a comparison between the Yeezy 700 B3 Cream V3? V2. But before we get into that, I'd like to give a big shout out to the that's really hard to say. Please subscribe, like the video, do all that. It really does help the channel. Why did I do that?